Welcome back to Central Valley Talk. This show is a real estate and home improvement show where we talk about where you live, ways to live. Does everybody have to buy a house? Well, apparently right now you're lucky if you can buy a house because interest rates are high and there's a shortage of houses. So many of us are turning to rentals. And I like a rental anyway because I don't like to do all the maintenance, and when my hot water heater breaks, I want someone else to come and fix it. So I like renting. We have asked to come on the show some of the experts in our community on renting houses and the premium source to finding a place to live and to rent. Barbara Godfrey and London Lowe. Did I get any of that right?
Perfect.
Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I mean, more and more people want to rent.
We have a lot of rental houses and a lot of clients.
Yeah. My buddy just bought a house, and within a couple of weeks, he's replaced his hot water heater. He doesn't know how to do that. Fixing faucets and stuff like that. He says, I should have stayed a renter because you call the landlord, right?
We have all the maintenance contacts to take care of all those things that do happen. It's just part of living in a house.
Right. And if they're a renter and the hot water heater blows out, they don't have to pay for it, right? The tenant.
No, that's something the owner bears the cost.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What else about renting? I kind of
Yeah.
pirate these conversations sometimes.
No, that's great. We are always looking for just well-qualified individuals that will respect the house, pay the rent on time, and looking for a good relationship.
Good. Now, we're going to look at some houses in a minute. But let's start right off. If somebody is a renter or going to be a renter or they need to rent a house, where do they start?
Yeah. So our website, also by phone, you can call the number on the screen. It'll text a list of all of our homes that are available to them. So
Right.
they can look at photos, maps, prices,
Right on their
what their
phone.
pet policy is, all kinds of things. Because each house is independently owned, so they all have a few different rules about them.
So you don't own a million houses. It's
No,
private
sir.
homeowners entrust their home to you to find a good renter.
Our business does, and
Yeah.
manages them.
Now, and so the phone number on the screen, which I cannot see right now, but you can tell it to us,
785-2969.
and they can get current rentals
Yeah,
texted to them. And also they could go to your website, rpmfresno.com,
correct.
and see all the houses.
Everything's there too, same photos, maps, even actually more photos. And the phone number, they'll text you a link to a specific house if you want, or if you want to see all of them, it'll show you information about everyone.
So if they look at the website today, in a week, are there going to be different houses?
Right, so the ones we're talking about today may be gone. The inventory does rotate and things, new ones come on board as well.
Now, some people need to pick a certain school district. They
Absolutely.
can find that on the site.
Generally, but we always have people check with the school district themselves, because I wouldn't want to be giving them information that might change, because the boundaries can
Yeah.
happen.
Clovis Unified just changed their boundaries, so.
Few
yeah.
people are upset about it,
Yeah,
yeah.
so be careful if you're going to rent and you need a
sure.
certain school, just check the
Check with the
boundaries.
school
yeah.
district. That way, they're always the source to have that information.
I was always able to get a little transfer to the school I wanted anyway with my kids, so.
Yeah, a lot of people can.
Right, so if you need to rent at any time, by the way, if you have a friend or family member, a coworker who needs to rent, people never know where to start looking, so just go to rpmfresno.com. RPM,
Fresno.
yeah, rpmfresno.com, and look for rentals. Now, my favorite part of this job is we get to look at houses.
The pictures.
Yes. What is this first one?
All right. This first one we're looking at is Via Viola is the street that it's on. It's out by Copper River. It's in a gated community. It has a community pool. It's really lovely inside.
And here's the inside too. Let's look at the
Yeah,
inside.
we've got a couple pictures.
Oh my God!
Quartz
this house,
counters.
wide open.
All
That
the
is.
appliances, right.
Now, are there bedrooms upstairs and downstairs?
All upstairs on the bedrooms.
Mhm.
Laundry's also upstairs. That's the primary bathroom. Yeah, separate
And
tub,
how many?
shower.
How many bedrooms? How many bathrooms?
This one is a 3-bedroom, 2.5 bath, so there's a little half bath downstairs. But like I said, all the bedrooms are upstairs. It's really close to Woodward Park and the Friant Trail, where it's got, the River Park shopping stuff, Highway 41, bike paths, really a lot of nice community stuff there in that community.
Is-
Price-wise, it's listed at $28.25.
Okay, 2,825. That's
Yes,
really
sir.
good.
Yeah.
I think. Now, is there a yard?
It does have a small backyard with a patio and like really nice flower beds.
Now, who takes care of that? Is it different from house to house?
Correct.
Okay.
Some houses will provide yard care, sometimes it's a renter's responsibility.
And that's up to the owner
Mhm.
to work out. Now, this next one is, I told you before we started, I said, I'll take it.
Oh, just for the view of the backyard,
Yeah.
that's the backyard photo. So it's Marks and Herndon area. This one's on Kensington. And the upstairs primary bedroom, there's a side room with a fireplace and a patio overlooking that lake. That's where I would want my home office.
Now,
It's
what's
really
the lake,
nice.
by the way?
There's like 7 lakes inside there. It's the Stonebridge community.
Stonebridge, okay.
And there's a 24-hour guarded gate there at the front, and the house has just lots of space. Again, that's also a 3-bedroom, 2.5 bath. Rent is $2,850 is what they're asking for.
Is London gonna tell us about
Yeah.
this one?
Oh, yes, on Soledad.
Oh my gosh, that looks like a big house. Tell us about it, London.
So the Soledad home is very beautiful. It's 3 beds, 2.5 baths. It's located south of Clovis Community Hospital, near Clovis East High School.
Look at that kitchen.
Oh yes, there's interior designer touches throughout the home. The primary room has a nice large walk-in closet, and it's listed at $2,650.
Again, I'm surprised that it doesn't seem expensive or too expensive.
And this one, the backyard, it's the rock garden.
It
right?
has a Zen rock garden with olive trees and a water feature.
Is that the,
Yeah, the backyard there.
there we go.
Yeah.
It looks like an outdoor room.
And
Yes.
the evening, that's the shady side of the house.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. That's nice. Now, so it's kind of near Clovis East?
Uh-huh.
Yes.
Maybe it's Clovis East boundaries, maybe not.
Right.
They just are all up
We're
in there.
just saying
right now.
the vicinity it's
The
in,
Clovis
kind of
East,
what
yeah.
high school area.
All my kids went to Clovis East. It was
Okay.
the best. It was the best
Very good
experience.
school.
Now, I think this is the last one here.
Yes, over on Mitchell. It's a brand new house. No one's ever lived in it. It's actually a new home development.
Now, Mitchell and about what?
The cross streets are like,
Barstow and Locan.
Right, okay, I know what it is,
The house is 4 bedrooms and 2 baths. Has
Okay.
large walk-in closets.
yeah. Oh, yeah, and look at the floors, just,
and we actually have 2 houses on that same street that are
Mitchell.
similar floor plan, both brand spanking new,
nobody's lived in them.
right?
No.
Yeah. There's nothing like a brand new house, you know. I've never had
It's like
one,
a new
but-
car, the smell,
is.
everything
Oh,
about
yes.
it, yeah,
Everything
it's
about
pretty
The new
nice.
house smell is.
So what do people need to do to qualify?
So they need to put in an application through our website. We will check credit, background checks, landlord references, those type of things. And it's $50 per person for the application fee
So each adult?
for each adult, everybody over 18.
Okay. Now, is it really tough to get in? You have to have perfect credit?
No,
Yeah.
but we just want to know that you're responsible and
Yeah.
going to respect the house.
Maybe that you haven't like wrecked your last 5 houses
Right.
or something
So your
like
history
that.
matters.
Haven't
right?
been evicted or thrown out or something like that,
Exactly.
so.
Those are important
excellent.
things, yeah.
And so people can get, just your average person can get in. Does this help build your credit or not particularly?
We do. We have some parts with the credit reporting. If you pay the rent on time, it'll help boost your credit score.
Wow.
So,
So maybe those who
And the service.
eventually want to buy a house, they rent for a
Right.
couple of years and show that
Improve
they
it.
can make the payments
Yeah.
and do that. What else you want our viewers to
Yeah.
know?
well, probably with our potential clients as owners, people that have a house that need a manager, to call another number, 425-8550. You can find it on our website as well. That we'll talk to them about our services and if they'd like us to manage the home on their behalf.
I know a few people who recently been notified they're going to transfer out of town.
Oh.
And they say, I don't want to sell our house, but they should talk to you and
Exactly.
find a solution.
And that's exactly those kind of reasons. You're like, I don't want to sell, I want to keep it,
Yeah.
but I want to hang on to it over long term. We
Right.
can help with that.
Very good.
Mm-hmm.
How about visiting professors and things like that? They need to rent. This would be
Sure.
where they should go?
We do. We get that. Sometimes we'll get interns too with medical schools and things, but it's always a 1-year lease to start.
Start
So
with
we're
1
not
year.
doing short terms, we're doing a full year.
And are they all in North Fresno, Clovis?
No, all over Fresno, Clovis, a couple in Madera, and a little
Some in
bit
Sanger.
Sanger even.
So there's a lot of range in prices.
True, yeah, and that's why we say always check the website, because the inventory changes, the areas and different homes that pop up over weeks, it can be a wide variety.
Now, to buy homes, we have our local MLS, and
Mhm.
people want to rent. There's not a real good community thing
There's
where you
not
go.
that kind of hub on the
No,
MLS.
but you can go to rpmfresno.com, right?
Yep,
Yes.
we'll get you as much information as you need to
Yeah.
make a good decision.
At least we'll give you an idea what values are. I mean, can you even afford to rent a house? You
Right.
know, and go look at the values, and that could start you on which levels.
Know what
to look
range,
at, you know.
exactly.
Is that good? Anything else?
Pleasure.
You want to add something else, London? Put London on the spot.
I'm happy to help new owners who need more information about renting out their properties.
Yeah, if you own a home and you need it rented and you don't want to be the landlord, trust me, you don't want to be the landlord. Let someone else.
We take the hassle.
Yes.
You do it all the time. You need a vendor to fix a pipe or an air conditioner. You have them all lined
Yep.
up, and that's what
Yep.
you do, really.
It's true. And the laws and the language and the lease and the contracts, those are important.
All right, well, thank you for coming.
Pleasure.
and
Thank you for
sharing your
having us.
expertise. And go to RPM.
Fresno.
I don't know why I can't get it right. RPMFresno.com.
Uh-huh.
RPMFresno.com. We'll be back with more real estate and home improvement right after this. I see 4 capital letters. RPM, what?
Oh, and it's Trojan.
That's my
It took me a few weeks to let it roll off my tongue.
Yeah.
I'm getting better.